Laugh-In wasn't the first thing I did. I had done specials, and I did the Dinah Shore Chevy Show series. I did the Judy Garland series. I did the series with Steve Lawrence. So I had done a lot of television and specials, and with Danny Thomas and so forth. So then I wanted to do an all-comedy show. And eventually, through a series of misadventures, I convinced NBC to let me do one show my way. They wanted me to do a show for them. I said, I'll do that if you do mine.
Okay.
So anyway, I sold them the idea of doing a completely different show. They didn't realize they'd said okay. And then when we arrived, we started doing this crazy thing.
Right.
And, they put it on after the Miss America contest because they had nothing to put in there, so it was really cannon fodder. And it was just, I found a bunch of people that I thought were funny, and at that point I was doing variety, and variety was all the same. People came in, they said hello, singer did an opening number, then introduced my guest star tonight, and they chit-chat. The guest star would do a song,
right.
Then they'd sit on two stools and talk, and then they'd do a duet, and then you go to commercial. And that was variety television. And I just thought there must be something else there. So the network agreed to let me try one show my way. And when they saw it, they were mortified. They said, this is not a television show. I said, it's not a normal television show. They said, well, you have to slow it down. So I said, of course. And we took 3 minutes out and sped it up. And they didn't really even mean to air it. It aired like at 10 o'clock at night. And it didn't do much because there was nobody in the show anybody heard of. Rowan Martin did a great nightclub act, but that was it. And the rest of the cast, nobody had ever heard of them. And
there was no auditions. You just pulled these people in.
Yeah. What happened was these are people that I'd met that I wanted, so I hired them. At that point, now you have to have a big meeting and a committee, and they all vote on it and whatever. Could never be done today. They'd never get through the auditions because they were not guest stars. You know, Artie Johnson doing a German.
Sure.
Judy Carn getting hit with water, Goldie Hawn running around half naked with body paint all over,
right.
Living tattoos, and Henry Gibson doing poems, and Barbara Feldon did a horny Girl Scout mistress, and it was all crazy little things with crazy little people who had never really made it. They were not variety performers or stand-up comics. They were young character people. So we got it on the air, and so then they had nothing to put on opposite Lucille Ball. Lucille Ball was killing them every Monday night.
Sure.
So they agreed to put this on just till they could get something ready to put on opposite Lucy. And it went on, and then it kind of kicked.